Hi everyone, welcome back. Look at this. Russian soldiers are taking APCs to raid a settlement. After arriving at the landing point, they were immediately bombarded by Ukrainian troops. This is a battlefield video released by the Russian army, shot from the first-person perspective of a soldier. Judging from the tense atmosphere, it is not an exercise video. After dodging the bombardment, several soldiers covered each other and began to advance. It was obvious that this would be a fierce street battle. But you can also see that the soldiers did not encounter much resistance during the advance. These soldiers were likely part of the second echelon, advancing to a foothold to reinforce friendly forces. During the advance, fallen soldiers could be seen, highlighting the sheer brutality of the battle between the two sides over the settlement. Such scenes create an overwhelming sense of suffocating oppression. As the soldiers move deeper, the narrow streets and buildings destroyed by artillery fire become a maze of death. Every corner may hide an ambush, once a bustling community. Surprisingly, a civilian appeared in this settlement that had become a battlefield. The settlement is now a desolate battlefield. Here, every second and every decision can mean the difference between life and death. In the ruins, a Russian soldier is trying to persuade Ukrainian soldiers to surrender. Let's listen to what he said. Brothers who can speak Russian can type the content in the comment area.
Выходите, хлопцы. Ваших тут нет. Район полностью под нашим контролем. Ваши побратимы лежат вокруг здания 200. Если вы не хотите стать внутри здания, в подвале, выходите.
Вот там встань. Залезай сейчас сюда.
К стене, к стене.
Не-не, тихо, тихо, тихо.
Нормально, иди.
Вылезай, вылезай. Снимай с себя броню. Он один
After some
ходит.
persuasion, the Ukrainian soldier decided to surrender. Unexpectedly, the soldier was an old man with white hair. Facing the sudden situation, his face was not panic or excited, but rather a kind of vicissitudes and calmness. This also made the atmosphere of the entire battlefield more complicated. During the Russian soldiers' raid, they also used many light vehicles, for example, off-road motorcycles. Compared with armored vehicles, motorcycles have better flexibility, especially when quickly breaking through the defense line or performing reconnaissance missions. They show great advantages. This video shows the scene when the Russian army used motorcycles to raid the Ukrainian army's position. However, judging from the situation in the trench, this is more like a drill because the entire trench is to clean. In addition, this Chinese-made all-terrain vehicle still maintains a high appearance rate on the battlefield. This all-terrain vehicle has a compact design and a certain degree of mobility and can cross various rugged terrains. This makes it extremely advantageous when performing rapid raid missions. This time, the Russian soldiers did not carry too much equipment. They were lightly equipped and launched a surprise attack on the Ukrainian troops in the bushes. The sound of small arms fire can be heard everywhere in the bushes. You can see that Russian soldiers like to use full automatic fire when shooting. As before, this position also looks very clean. Do you think this is an exercise or an actual battle? Please leave your opinion in the comments section. In this video, the Russian army shows us the scene of the community after the battle. The houses on both sides have been completely destroyed, and the bustling community has become a living hell. The scenes in the video are very shocking, with broken buildings, cars destroyed by artillery fire, and debris everywhere, showing the cruelty and ruthlessness of war. The Russian army also displayed various Ukrainian vehicles that were destroyed. This armored vehicle caught fire after being hit, and the flames burned it beyond recognition and finally turned it into a pile of scrap metal. This tank exploded and the turret was separated from the body of the vehicle. This kind of explosion is the most destructive result when a Russian tank suffers a fatal blow. And this Hummer did not escape its fate. After being attacked by the Russian army, the burning flames devoured its structure. As the flames spread, the equipment, weapons, and even the vehicle itself inside were not spared, and eventually turned into dilapidated scrap metal. This Stryker armored vehicle was abandoned in the snow. Although there was no obvious damage to the outside, a fire broke out inside it after the attack. The soldiers showed us the burned-out grenade launcher, and you could also see that the interior of the vehicle had been completely gutted. The destruction of these vehicles symbolizes the ruthlessness and cruelty in modern combat, especially under the attack of high-precision weapons such as drones. Even well-equipped and carefully designed vehicles can hardly withstand sudden attacks on the battlefield. This also reflects the fragility of equipment and personnel in the battlefield environment. These images warn us that war, no matter what form it takes, is a great destruction of life and home. Every explosion and every destroyed tank is a profound call for peace. No matter from which angle you look at it, war is always accompanied by endless pain and loss, which makes people think deeply. The above is all the content of this video. If you like my video, please like and forward it for me. Thank you again for watching.
Здесь противник.